It's Monday. You know what that means. Hello everyone and welcome to Monday Night Raw live from Mobile, Alabama. We are on the road now, of course, to WrestleMania, but to King of the Ring as well. Just under 3 weeks ago, and tonight we've got two King of the Ring qualifiers coming up for you. First of which, Shinsuke Nakamura to go one-on-one against Juice Robinson. A big opportunity for a former world champion and a man looking to be the future world champion. The same could be said, though, for our main event of the evening. Pete Dunne versus the phenomenal AJ Styles. One of those men is going to King of the Ring. What a main event it's going to be. But we kick things off in the ring right now. And what a way we're going to kick it off as well. Starting things off here tonight, Daniel Bryan versus Cesaro. With one very big match on its way, so too is a very big opportunity. This is not a King of the Ring qualifier. However, whoever wins here tonight will get the opportunity to have a King of the Ring qualifying match next week. Daniel Bryan has said it himself in past week that he needs to find himself, to recapture himself, to remember what made Daniel Bryan great, to remember what makes everyone across the world, especially in this arena tonight, chant along with him, to be the leader of the Yes Movement. And in his eyes, if he needs to do that, as he said so last week, he needs to win the King of the Ring tournament. So Sting offered him an ultimatum. Win tonight, you'll get a qualifier. And he got to choose the opponent. He could have taken the easy road. But Daniel Bryan is never one to take the easy road. He wanted none other than the Swiss Superman himself, Cesaro. Crowd well and truly on their feet for both men. Big respect for these two former world champions. And a big, big opportunity to send them on the road to perhaps more championship gold in the future as well. Cesaro heads towards the ring, focused and determined. New look, new feel to him, as he hopes that he can guide himself towards an illustrious King of the Ring qualifier, and of course with it, the King of the Ring itself. Both these men know what it's like to go into WrestleMania as the champion as well, but there is a chance they could head into it as the challenger for a championship of their choosing, should they win the King of the Ring. But of course, for them to even have that hope that one of them's got to win here tonight and then go on and win a qualifying matchup next week, it is safe to say that Daniel Bryan or Cesaro have the longest road to King of the Ring. And their road to WrestleMania may well feel even longer with it as well. So here we go, elbow tie between these two incredible athletes. Fantastic respect between the two of them, no doubt about it. That is why Daniel Bryan handpicked Cesaro himself. Let's see if Cesaro can live up to all the expectations that Daniel Bryan may well have for him. Uppercut attempt there by Bryan. Counter by Cesaro into a flying forearm. Oh, discus forearm took him down. Beautifully done indeed there by Cesaro, but a counter made there by Daniel Bryan early on. Bryan in now. Hurricanrana, and Cesaro goes down. First cover of the contest here by Bryan. Leg is hooked. They're going to try and put away Cesaro, or maybe just to try and wear him down, whatever the case may be. Only a count of one there. Cesaro right back up to his feet and right back into some more shots, courtesy of the two-time World Heavyweight Champion. Bryan ducks under the clothesline, but doesn't duck the second attempt. Cesaro caught him flush with that one. Double underhook. Oh, what a phenomenal counter there from Bryan. Simply sensational work as these two former world champions kick off Monday Night Raw in style here tonight. Daniel Bryan, though, looking to just kick the head off of Cesaro. Double drop kicks in the corner. Big time power move there from Bryan, and now cross armbar locked in, trying to stretch that arm out straight. If he does, Cesaro would have to tap out. But Cesaro, a submission expert in his own right, he knows his way out of holds. He knows how to lock him in as well, and he also knows especially how to break his way out of that one. And a big uppercut followed in as well. Back and forth, the pendulum is swinging here early on in this one. Didn't work the first time round. However, second time's the charm. Look at the delay. Look at the vertical basis that Cesaro has on that delayed double underhook suplex. Phenomenal power, phenomenal strength. Pound for pound, one of the toughest wrestlers in the world. And Daniel Bryan is about to learn it. Massive, massive uppercut in the corner there for Bryan to endure. But Cesaro only sends him across to another one. Won't be an uppercut this time, but he'll come recoiling out of the turnbuckle and into a German suplex. Across the ring he went with that one. Cesaro hooks the leg, looking to put away Bryan. Oh, but a kick out there from Bryan at 2. Cesaro looking to sweep the rug from underneath Daniel Bryan, looking to take any opportunity away from him and send it his way. Looking to be the one who might get that King of the Ring qualifying matchup next week. And look at this, a crossface on Daniel Bryan of all people. Crossface though that was never going to last too long. Bryan's foot there in the rope. Bryan with a big right hand. Turns around Cesaro here. Saito suplex. Cesaro coming down on the head and neck there. Big time powerful move. Bryan might be at a weight disadvantage and a height disadvantage, but don't let you think for a moment that's going to stop him in any way, shape or form. Misses the second attempt of the dropkick. Snap suplex. Float over there from Cesaro. Cover is made. Shoulders are down. Didn't hook the legs. Didn't really have a great position on him in that cover either. Daniel Bryan able to kick out there relatively easily at 1. Cesaro will look to try and stay on his target. Daniel Bryan though denies him. Counter. German suplex of his own. Retaliation for the one earlier today. And now, here we go. Cattle mutilation locked in for Daniel Bryan. Devastating submission hold for Cesaro to find himself in. Referee in a great position to see if the verbal submission will be given. Oh, but Cesaro didn't even try and kick his legs around to try and find the ropes, just accepted that he was going to get out of it and did so as well. Belly to belly suplex comes in as a response. He's had his arms worked over for a number of seconds there and is able to come back, and look at this now. He is using those arms as his weapons. Right hands and an uppercut for good measure. Just power and then some from Cesaro in this one. But the technicality as well, you know, is going to come out to play. Half-hatch suplex up and over. Went Daniel Bryan into a crash landing there essentially. Bryan counters though, sends him into the turnbuckle again. Here we go now, what's Bryan got up his sleeve? Maybe not what he's got up his sleeve, but what he's got up on the top rope, and that's Cesaro. But Cesaro comes up with the counter there. Oh, what a right hand and a forearm. Bryan almost out on his feet, but counters the German suplex. Just planted his weight down. Bryan knew what he had to do there. Bryan knew that he had to take a risk. And speaking of taking risks, Daniel Bryan loading it up on Cesaro. Here we go! Suicide dive! Mobile loving what they're seeing already, but it could be seeing Daniel Bryan get one step closer to King of the Ring. Oh, Cesaro kicks out at 2 once more. Almost trading kickouts in this one so far. They're trading big time moves as well. Drop kick takes Cesaro down again. Bryan to the top rope. What could we see here? We're about to see a flying goat. No one home on that headbutt. And a brutal crash landing followed instead. Cesaro goes back to the well, back to the double underhook suplex, and the blood goes rushing back into the head of Daniel Bryan for good measure to go along with it. Elbow on the point of the head as well. Cesaro just doing everything right now to make sure that he maintains control over Daniel Bryan. Cross-arm powerbomb incoming. No, Bryan breaks out of it. Few punches and he's free there. Great work from Daniel Bryan. Big right hand. And now in the corner, the punches will rain down onto the dome of Cesaro. Look at these right hands over and over again, all the way up to 10. Daniel Bryan nailed all of them, but Cesaro still finds a way to come back here. Just tit for tat in this opening contest here on Monday Night Raw. Which one of these men wants it more though? Which one of these men can dig down deeper and find themselves getting one step closer to the king of the ring? Could it be Cesaro? Daniel Bryan with an emphatic kick out at 2 there, raising the shoulder way up high. Cesaro in position here, eyeing up Daniel Bryan. What's he got up his mind? Oh my God! What an uppercut! Bryan retreating to the outside there as a result of it. Knocked senseless it would seem. Bryan trying to get back up to his feet, back onto the apron. Wrong place to be. Cesaro, easy does it. Suplex back into the ring. And boy, did he make it look easy as well. Look out now, Cesaro. Down by the legs here at Daniel Bryan. Oh, we haven't seen this in a long, long time. Cesaro wants to go a-swinging. Daniel Bryan goes round and round and round. He will go. The Cesaro swing. Daniel Bryan might be done for. No. He kicks out again as Cesaro looks down at Daniel Bryan, as if to say, what else do I need to do? Well, Daniel Bryan showing him there's still a long, long way to go. Kips up to his feet. Oh, flips over Cesaro. Ducks the clothesline. Hits the elbow. Bryan said he needed this. He said he needed this more than anything. And he's demonstrating it here tonight. Flying go. Headbutt down on Cesaro. Bryan wants to be king of the ring, and he's about to go through Cesaro to ensure it as well. The kicks blasting away on the chest. And one for good measure across the skull. All that remains is one brutal running knee. Line it up. And Cesaro moves out of the way. Cesaro pushes him to one side. Cesaro sweeps the leg. Sharpshooter incoming. Got it locked in, but oh, Bryan just extending that left arm of his to the ropes. Bryan getting that arm out in time and saving himself there from potential heartbreak. But Cesaro still has him where he wants him. What the hell? No way! From the God Almighty! From the apron back into the ring! An apron superplex from Cesaro! Good night, Daniel Bryan! 2! Bryan still kicks out at 2! This is only the opening contest here this evening. And they're going to war with one another. Cesaro's brought out so many of his great moves up his arsenal, including one I don't think we've seen before. But still, Daniel Bryan is hanging on in this one. But for how much longer is the question? Up on the top rope, he's placed. No, he counters Cesaro. Right hand there. Cesaro staggered. Bryan back up on the top rope. He's still alive. Hurricanrana. He's somehow still got life in him. Somehow still has that wave in him. The never say die demeanor of Daniel Bryan shining through. The drop kicks connect once more. But Bryan is taking all the risks to be victorious. Oh no. Top rope. Back. Superplex. Cesaro seemed to have it but a moment ago, but Daniel Bryan showed just how badly he needs the King of the Ring. The yes kicked connect. Exhausted he may be, he knows he's close to sweet victory. The running knee connects. But that will not be all for Daniel Bryan. He wants the submission. The yes lock is stitched in on Cesaro. So close to the ropes, but he just can't reach them. Cesaro has to tap out. Daniel Bryan moves one step closer to what he desires. Victory here this evening in a brutal, brutal war. What a way to kick off Monday Night Raw this evening. And now Daniel Bryan, a win next week, and he's in King of the Ring. What a fight between these two men. And what a show of respect to follow it. A handshake between two world-class wrestlers, but your winner tonight, Daniel Bryan. And there you see it, ladies and gentlemen, the locker room that we believe Rhea Ripley is sitting in. Tonight we will hear from the first ever Women's Royal Rumble winner. She's in the building. That's Brock Lesnar. That's Brock Lesnar with Jeff Hardy. Lesnar and Hardy brawling backstage. The Beast has dragged Jeff Hardy out onto the entrance ramp. Lesnar wanted to let Hardy know that he hasn't forgot about him, and he is going to remind him of that. No. F5! Once more, Hardy has no response to Brock Lesnar. Despite that brutal attack, Jeff Hardy was still able to take to Twitter earlier this week to say that he was still alive and that when the time came, what has gone on between himself and the Beast Brock Lesnar would end, one way or another, whatever that may be. Well, we move on here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. What a way to get things off it was for Monday Night Raw. What an opening contest, and the action continues on here in the women's division. Alexa Bliss still seeking to prove that this theory that she was robbed of the Women's Royal Rumble is true. Last week she challenged anyone who was in the ring with her at that time to a contest. That was accepted by Monday Night Raw's newest signing, Thunder Rosa. And Alexa Bliss, even after that, went to the backstage area. Renee Young pulled her up and asked, "Do you have anything to say?" Bliss simply said that it wasn't over, that she was going to prove whatever it is that she believes is true. And though she's in action again, once again here, she takes to the microphone. Once again, she has something to say. Well, she's still set on a belief. How's she going to expose every single woman right here, right now? That's brave. That is brave. Alexa Bliss wants to face anyone on the women's division of Monday Night Raw. Oh no. Oh no! This was perhaps the one woman that you could have gone without facing, because this is one pissed off alpha female. Jazzy Gabert comes towards the ring, who dominated, there's no other word for it, utterly dominated a strong portion of the Women's Royal Rumble. Holding, I believe it was something along the lines of 7 eliminations within that contest. She came in at number 10, and of course she was eliminated by number 19. The numbers may not matter, but the person does. She was eliminated by the Royal Rumble winner and her stable member, Rhea Ripley. When I say Jazzy Gabert is pissed off, I mean it. That Royal Rumble, she was dominating up until that point. Rhea Ripley came along, and all of a sudden, the tide turned. And then just a few moments later, Jazzy Gabert found herself eliminated by the hands essentially of her own flesh and blood in Rhea Ripley on her way to victory. Oh no, this is, oh my goodness. Oh, a devastating choke slam. Yeah, she's angry. She is absolutely angry. Oh my goodness. Oh my God. This is brutal from Jazzy Gabert. This is what Rhea Ripley did by eliminating her, by costing her the chance to go to WrestleMania. Of course, it was one thing to be eliminated in Jazzy Gabert's case. It was another to be eliminated by someone who she should have seen as her tag team partner, who she should have seen as essentially dominating the Rumble until it came down to them two. But Rhea Ripley wanted all the glory for herself. And I wonder, I mean, if Ripley's in the building here tonight, is Jazzy Gabert going to stand back and watch as she makes her way up here later on this evening? I don't know. There are tensions brewing in Trifecta. Oh! Jazzy Gabert almost finished off Alexa Bliss there. Of course, we still have to ask the question in Trifecta was, with Tessa Blanchard at the end of last week, who was she talking to when she said we need to talk? We don't know. We are none the wiser in the week that has passed. No idea on who she may have been talking to, but what I do know is that Alexa Bliss is trying to get an upset win here to prove her point. But Gabert kicks out at 1. Oh my sweet goodness. And then just run her down with a spear as if she was made of nothing. Jazzy Gabert is set on proving her own point. That she is ruthless, that she is brutal, and that she should have won the Women's Royal Rumble for Monday Night Raw. Look at this. Just look at that. With ease. Like she was nothing. Oh my, oh, what a German suplex. Alexa Bliss's whole body just seemed to ricochet off of the turnbuckles. But it's all gonna come to an end with a big full stop. But far from the end of this chapter. The Omega Slam. Count to 100. Gabert wins, but I don't think this is one she wants to celebrate. This was a message, this was a statement, and there was one person who was at the end of it. First name Rhea, last name Ripley. All is not well in Trifecta. And all is about to get so much worse for Alexa Bliss. Jazzy Gabert is far from done proving her point. It seems as if this wasn't even the end of the sentence, let alone the end of the chapter. Oh my God, what's she gonna do? Oh my goodness! Oh! The referee in the face of Jazzy Gabert, but she's not listening! Crowd is not like what they're seeing one bit, and who can blame them? We are witnessing a brutal assault here. I thought the point was proven, but it seems it's anything but in the eyes of Jazzy Gabert. One more for good measure. One more with Rhea Ripley's name on it. One more Omega Slam. Let's take it backstage right now, folks, where the Big Show is standing by. Not what I was expecting, but one that I'll certainly welcome. Next week on Raw, Hanson, one half of the Raw Tag Team Champions, versus Daniel Bryan. The winner goes to King of the Ring. That is then. This is now, and it's time for our first King of the Ring qualifier on the red brand. Shinsuke Nakamura versus the flamboyant Juice Robinson, who goes to the prestigious King of the Ring tournament. We will find out right here, right now. These two men did have singles contest a number of weeks ago on Monday Night Raw, but one that ended courtesy of The Miz, assaulting both men, laying them out with a kendo stick, I believe it was, before attempting to call out Jay Lethal. The rematch is here, the rematch is now, and there is a lot more added on top of it as well. The opportunity to go to the King of the Ring, win it, have an opportunity of the title of your choosing heading into WrestleMania. Shinsuke Nakamura, again another man who knows what it's like to go into WrestleMania as a champion. Main evented WrestleMania 3 years ago, and I'm sure he would like to go to that grandest stage of them all once again. However, his opponent is a hungry man who has never been to the grandest stage of them all. A man who wants this more than anything else. A man who's got a lot to prove. And as I said at the top of the show, it's a battle between former and maybe future world champions. Could Juice Robinson prove that statement to be true here tonight? As he goes up against Shinsuke Nakamura, but make no mistake about it, Juice had a fantastic back and forth, all steam ahead contest last week with the Bruiserweight Pete Dunne. It was an absolute bloodbath between the two of them, effectively, figuratively, not literally. That came on ECW, of course. But they went all out on one another. Juice Robinson, though, just missed one move, and he fell victim to the bitter end. But the Raw General Manager, Singh, certainly wasn't going to let that go amiss. He wasn't going to let Juice Robinson just take that loss and shove him to the back of the line effectively. He has given him a great opportunity here tonight to qualify for the King of the Ring, and that's what the King of the Ring is about as well. It is making those new stars. It is showing to everyone this guy could be the future. Look back to when Tyler Breeze won it. He went on to win the United States Championship, the Royal Rumble, main event WrestleMania, and become World Heavyweight Champion all in 12 months. Kenny Omega won it twice. It can change your career, but in the case of Shinsuke Nakamura and maybe Daniel Bryan, it can revitalize your career as well. There's no doubt about that one. However, both men are going up against people who maybe want to make their career. Juice Robinson for Nakamura, and next week, of course, Hanson for Daniel Bryan. It's certainly a battle of new and old. On Monday Night Raw, in terms of the King of the Ring qualifiers, landslide there from Nakamura early on. Juice Robinson with a big kick out though at 2. What a main event we've got coming our way here tonight though, folks. What a main event that is going to be between AJ Styles and Pete Dunne. Two out-of-this-world athletes going to battle for the right to go to King of the Ring. Absolutely can't wait for that one. And of course, coming up next after this contest, we will be seeing and hearing from the Women's Royal Rumble winner, Rhea Ripley. Though I wonder if she has anything to think about in regards to what we just saw, courtesy of Jazzy Gabbert. Now Juice Robinson with the suplex. Nice suplex from Juice as well. Hooks the leg on Nakamura here. Cover made, shoulders down. King of the Ring for Juice. It's going to come his way. It's not going to come yet. Went for a neck crank right away thereafter though, but Shinsuke Nakamura well and truly out of the way in time there. Look out. Oh, Saito suplex from Nakamura. There's Nakamura with plenty of success on Monday Night Raw as well. Still holds the record to this day for the most defenses as World Heavyweight Champion. A record that Roman Reigns is getting close to beating, but hasn't come there yet. Nakamura has him up on the shoulders. Another landslide connects on Juice. This could do it. Shoulders down. Leg is hooked. Juice Robinson, though, still able to kick out of 2. And not only that, get back up to his feet. Flying forearm there from Juice Robinson. Turns him around. DDT to Nakamura. Nakamura, of course, has had some big fights over the past year since coming back to Monday Night Raw as well. You look at his fights with Kenny Omega, Andrade Cien Almas, and now with Juice Robinson. Blockbuster from the top rope there from Juice. Leg is hooked, but again, it's only 2 in this one. These two men trading falls early on, as we saw it with Daniel Bryan and Cesaro, but they are trading a lot of 2 counts. That is important to take note of as Juice misses a big corner splash there. Nakamura will take full advantage as he plants Juice Robinson face first into the mat. And then a cartwheel kick connects there. Taking care of Juice Robinson not once but twice as the knee came in flush after it. Brutal knee as well. What's Nakamura doing here? He is just loving the boos that I can hear raining out within the building here towards him. A third landslide on its way, it would seem. And a third landslide he'll connect with as well. Juice Robinson's back in agony right now. But Nakamura, like him or not, doing the right thing and staying on him. Oh my. Juice not even blocking those knees. Not even trying to cover up. That could be all she wrote. Cover made. Oh. Tactical there from Juice. Might not know where he's at completely, but he knew well enough to see the ropes and to reach the foot out rather than try and kick out. Smart thinking there from the flamboyant one. Knee caught there from Juice. Brings the elbow down on it. Small package. Juice Robinson could be going to King of the Ring. There's two. Oh, Nakamura kicks that in time. For a brief moment, though, it looked like Juice could have had him. Turns around. Is he? No. Nice move nonetheless. For a moment, I thought Pop Friction could be on its way, but it was not to be. Juice, though, winding up the shots. Left hand and the right one, but Nakamura stays on his feet. Staying on a vertical basis as the King of Strong style of a German suplex folds Juice Robinson up end over end, and now locking him in here. The head and the arm being squeezed between the legs here of Shinsuke Nakamura, trying to pull that arm out of socket. Juice Robinson, though, rolls his way out of it. Step into Giri. Nakamura counters. Right hand caught in there. Backstabber, how apt from Nakamura. Leg is hooked. Is it over? Juice Robinson kicks out again. They are really going at it here, making up for the lost time that they had a number of weeks ago when that match ended in a no contest. Juice trying to roll to the outside, trying to get some breathing room here on Nakamura. Not to be the case, though. Nakamura simply followed and sent him into the steps there. Oh, Nakamura, though, he ain't done. He ain't done on the outside here. No, Snake Eyes! Face first into the steps goes the head of Juice Robinson. A devastating impact there. Nakamura knew exactly what he was doing, and Juice Robinson could be done for here. Listen to the boos echoing out now for Nakamura as he looks to finish off Juice Robinson. In the corner, second rope, need him! Nakamura had the youth and the exuberance and the confidence and the crowd on his side. And Nakamura seems fit to put that all to an end here, and not just through one or two moves. He is finishing off. He is brutalizing. Juice Robinson here. Juice, though, he counters. Juice is still alive, but oh, Nakamura comes up with a counter and a brutal knee in the gut as well. Look at Nakamura now, stalking his prey almost. Looking at Juice, eyeing him up and wanting to finish him off. Nakamura is in complete control right now, and that high kick could have ended it. Cover made. Doesn't even hook the leg. There's two. No! Juice still kicks out. Not an emphatic kick out at all, but he kicks out. For how much longer can he keep on taking this offense? How much longer can he keep taking the punishment that is coming his way right now? High kick there. One in the gut. Every single kick from Shinsuke Nakamura hurts 10 times worse than you might think it would. The experience of Nakamura showcasing itself. Oh no. Oh no, we've had 3 on the mat. Now 1 from up high. Oh my God. From all the way up there, a landslide connects. Juice Robinson, he still kicks out. Reminding me almost of Rusev and Adam Cole on ECW. The never say die attitude of Juice Robinson shining itself through. He's still fighting on. Juice still going. The flamboyant one just will not give in here. Lifts Nakamura back up to his feet. Oh my, caught! And dropped right after it as well. That was brutal from Nakamura. 1 to the back and then 1 to the ribs with those knees. Nakamura now, right hand, backstabber again. Using his knees now No surprise, given that it is Nakamura. Look out off the ropes. Oh! Just raw power behind that German suplex there. End over end went Juice Robinson, but he's still going here. Still fighting. Atomic drop from Juice now. It seems to be coming down to which one of these men wants it more. Nakamura may have the experience. He may be the better wrestler. Oh, but there, it's just the subtle nuances of Nakamura. He ducked the enziguri. He was clutching onto his ribs, and it was as if he ducked the enziguri on purpose. Oh no. Big chance here for Juice. Top row. Blockbuster again. And Juice, he's winding it up. Is he thinking Pulp Friction? Is he thinking Juice Box? Nakamura denies him. Nakamura just staring into the eyes of Juice Robinson. Yeah, but Juice coming back. Able to get him up. Juice Box, Juice Box. No! Surely had to be thinking about the Juice Box, but Nakamura completely denied it there. Brings him back in for another knee in the gut for good measure as well. Shinsuke Nakamura grabbing onto Juice. He's looking to end it. He's lining him up in position for something. Nakamura takes himself up to the second rope here. Juice Robinson barely knows where he is, and he's about to know a hell of a lot less as well. Big knee from the second rope. One move remains. Juice Robinson at the heart of the Warrior. But Nakamura will prevail. Kick in the gut. Kinshasa. Count it. Count it. Juice Robinson counted the Kinshasa. Robinson. Right hand. Juice. Are you kidding me? Pulp Friction. Pulp Friction by Juice. Hooks the leg. 1, 2. Juice Robinson's going to King of the Ring. Juice did it! Hung on until the very end. Juice Robinson is going to King of the Ring. What a win! Maurice seems to be hoping for sympathy, but a warning to Jay Lethal as well. You reap what you sow, is what she said to him in her native language. We will see about that when the time comes. But right now, ladies and gentlemen, the Raw General Manager's in the ring. The Stinger is in the building. And he is here for one all good reason as well. The time has come to introduce the woman who made history last Sunday at the Royal Rumble. Who better to introduce her than the Stinger himself? Sting's certainly proud of the victory that Rhea Ripley achieved as well. Trifecta may not be on the best of basis with Monday Night Raw as a whole, but they're still members of the Monday Night Raw roster. And of course, they almost did the clean sweep as well with Kyle O'Reilly. The Women's Royal Rumble is what he celebrates right now. And what about the path that she will forge onwards to WrestleMania, onwards to what may be a destiny for Trifecta. But right now, Mobile rises to their feet for the woman who made history, Trifecta or not. They celebrated her win in Houston, and they celebrate the win tonight. Rhea Ripley in the building. The woman who will go to WrestleMania for a championship of her choosing. Won the world? Well, the reaction in Mobile changed in a heartbeat, because it's pretty obvious whose music that belongs to. It's the Raw Women's Champion. It's the leader of Trifecta. Tessa Blanchard is making her way out, not Rhea Ripley. Boos are raining out here. What's she on about? Sting didn't go through the right channels. Sting didn't talk to the right people, in the words of Tessa Blanchard. Seems a little too convenient to me. Maybe that's why she said they need to talk. Who knows? It's time to break the bad news, though, so says Blanchard, and there it is. Ripley's not here. Blanchard knew this, but she still wanted to sweep the rug away from underneath Monday Night Raw and the Stinger. The plans will be announced for WrestleMania, but on their time, not on Sting's. The Stinger looks on in deep frustration at what has happened here, but Trifecta, or rather Tessa Blanchard, has made sure that Ripley wouldn't be here tonight. But we do know that the action will continue on into next week, ladies and gentlemen, as we saw announced earlier on here this evening. Daniel Bryan versus Hanson, one-on-one. The winner goes on to King of the Ring as well to join Juice Robinson in the winner of the main event. But also next week on Raw, in singles action, Jay Lethal will make his in-ring return to Monday Night Raw for the first time in a number of years. And after what happened last week, who knows what we could be in for when he steps into the ring. Plenty to look forward to on next week's Monday Night Raw. But on what has been a star-studded edition of Raw this evening, it is time for that all-important bout. It is the main event in Mobile. It is the Bruiserweight versus the Phenomenal One. Strap yourselves in. Here we go. Pete Dunne, AJ Styles, the winner, goes on to King of the Ring. What a main event this one is gonna be. Pete Dunne getting quite accustomed to Monday Night Raw main events as well. He's had a number of them over the past few weeks. Two of them, of course, with Kenny Omega for the United States Championship. We saw him and Omega 2 weeks ago. Got an absolute war in their rematch. Dunne just came up short. But we saw in his victory over Juice Robinson last week that he was at 100%, and not only that, but he won it in this tournament. He didn't walk up to Sting and try and convince him like Daniel Bryan did. He just said, I want in. But so does this man. What a main event we're in for between these two athletes. Pete Dunne stands in the ring, and the phenomenal one stands on the ramp. AJ Styles was lucky number 28 at the Royal Rumble, but it wasn't lucky for him. Eliminated by the Royal Rumble winner Ricochet, but that does not take away anything from who AJ Styles is and what he can do in that ring. Styles, of course, was able to eliminate Drew McIntyre. Well, now tonight you look to beat another Brit, Pete Dunne. And go on to the King of the Ring. And who knows if he wins it? Does he want another opportunity at Roman Reigns? Or does he go for the United States Championship? The same could be asked of Pete Dunne. Does he think third time will be the charm against Kenny Omega? We simply don't know. What we do know is this is our main event. What we do know is that this is going to be, there's no way this can be anything but a fantastic matchup. Strap yourselves in, folks. Here we go between these two men, Dunne and Styles. Who joins Juice at King of the Ring? We're going to find out right now. Bell rings and we're underway. Collar elbow tight between the two to get us underway here. No surprise there, feeling out process between these two athletes. These two men certainly know what they're doing in the ring. Certainly got some titles to their names as well. Pete Dunne, a former NXT Global and United States Champion. AJ Styles, a former ECW Champion. Former World Tag Team Champion as well. Plenty has gone on for these men in the last 12 months. Remember, back on SmackDown, AJ Styles was leading the Originals before quitting the SmackDown brand and joining Monday Night Raw at the start of the new season. Pete Dunne also has started his career on SmackDown after moving up from NXT. Traded to Raw though, however. And of course went on to Great Balls of Fire to win the United States Championship. Held on to it, almost broke the record before being unseated by Kenny Omega. Well, right now, these two men are going back and forth with one another there. Nice little back and forth. And AJ Styles getting in a moment to remind everyone that he is the phenomenal one. Ooh, arm drag there and a big boot followed up after it as well. AJ Styles has control in this ring, has plenty of years of experience over Pete Dunne within that ring. Quite the age difference between those two men. And Styles, of course, even with that experience, I know age is attached to the other side of it, but Styles seems to be able to defy age every single year. It just seems to be a number to him. He keeps on being one of the best in the world every single year. I'm sure he would like for 2020 to be that way as well. Irish Whip. Pete Dunne off the ropes. Oh, great counter there by Dunne. Really good counter there by Pete Dunne. And now, oh, biting on the hand of AJ Styles as it was locked up in the ropes there. Pete Dunne not afraid to cut any corners, it would seem, to be victorious here this evening. Well, that's what you got to be prepared for when you're in the ring with a bruiserweight. Counter made there by AJ Styles in the corner. And a Saito suplex connects. Here we go, lifts up to his feet, forearm in the face there by Styles now. Irish whip off the ropes. Oh, referee calling that one there. Looks as if Dunne was coming off the ropes, may have caught him with a back elbow roll up there, but the referee is down. Dunne inadvertently knocked him down there. And couldn't hope for a count on that small package there, but may have an opening still despite it. Body blow there by Dunne. Wrenching now on the nose of AJ Styles. Uh-oh. Can't be good. Oh! Stomped on the back of his head. Just brutal from Pete Dunne. Absolutely no love lost between these two men. There might be a mutual respect in that ring, but they want the same prize. And of course, only one of them is going to get it. Look out here, Styles winding him up Phenomenal blitz. Cover made by Styles. Leg hooked to go to King of the Ring. Long, long way to go for you. Kick out at 1 there by Pete Dunne. Styles taking a moment to look down at Dunne and will capitalize. Reverse suplex. Nicely done indeed there from the Phenomenal One. Styles, top rope. Here we go now. Sees an opening in front of him and he wants to capitalize on it to the best of his extents. Calling Dunne to his feet. From up high, Hurricanrana from AJ Styles. Once again, age just a number to this man. There's the cover, there's 2, and a kick out from Dunne. The only number that matters to AJ Styles is the 1 in P1. Look at these shots here, just all connecting on target on Pete Dunne right there, and then Styles lines him up here, guillotines him onto that top rope. And an opportunity to capitalize. 450 went for it, but Dunne moved out of the way. Look out now. Kick in the gut by Pete Dunne. Sit out powerbomb. Wrapped up tight around the leg. Cover made. Kick out in time though by Styles. That kind of felt like the first big move that Dunne has got in this contest. I'm sure he'll want plenty more up his sleeve as well. Oh, look out. Oh! Single under brainbuster, otherwise known as the Bloody Sunday. And Pete Dunne is in big trouble on the apron, spilled to the outside now. AJ Styles in full control here. Pete Dunne doesn't know where he is, trying to get up to his feet here. Forearm to the outside, dare I say, a phenomenal forearm to the outside. A move that laid out Roman Reigns on the way up to Hell in a Cell, and may have laid out Pete Dunne here tonight. Leg hooked, 1, 2, kick out by Dunne. Referee in a great position to see that arm raised as well, right in front of him more or less. Oh, what a forearm there by AJ Styles, and another one. Dunne can barely stand on his feet at the flurry of shots he is taking here by AJ Styles. He's trying not to go off them, but Styles will make sure he does. Oh! Dunne sticks the landing on the German suplex. 1 forearm is all he needs, and AJ Styles is on the mat. Irish whip off the ropes. Check out the strength of Pete Dunne. Violence carry into a gut buster. AJ Styles now the one taking the shots. Now trying to stay up on his feet. Look out, sent over the top rope here on the apron. Styles comes back with a forearm of his own. Wait a minute, Styles, phenomenal forearm! Dunne staggered back and AJ Styles capitalized. Phenomenal forearm. Leg is hooked. King of the Ring bound is AJ Styles. Not if Pete Dunne can kick out at 2. Somehow he found a way there to raise the shoulder up in time, and Styles telling him to get up to his feet. Pete Dunne, oh, he's up. Kicks AJ Styles in the face. Discus forearm and Styles goes down. Oh, look at that by Styles, up to his feet, but right into an elbow. Kipped up, into the bitter end. 1, 2, AJ Styles kicks out at 2 in return. And now it's Dunne looking down at Styles, screaming down at him. What a match we're having thus far. And the crowd is eating up every bit of it as well. Thought on his feet there. Credit where it's due to Pete Dunne. Saw AJ Styles kip up right in front of him and just smacked him with that forearm and knew what was following. Bitter end, but it wasn't enough, and neither was that fireman's carry elbow drop. Only good for 1 on Pete Dunne. Styles though in position, looking to capitalize here. All nicely done there. Backdrop, looks for the neck crack follow-up. Dunne moves out of the way. Dunne in, Irish whip, sends him into the turnbuckle. Now it's Dunne's turn to capitalize, wrenching on the arm once again. Trying to take the forearms maybe, and the phenomenal forearm and the Styles Clash, whatever he wants to, away from the arsenal of AJ Styles. Tombstone! Seating Tombstone pile driver, and Pete Dunne will take a big risk up to the top rope. Incoming from Dunne. Moonsault, no! Styles gets the knees up well in time. Dunne never saw it, up to a vertical basis. Pele kick from the phenomenal one. Cover made. Is it King of the Ring for AJ Styles? No. Dunne still with plenty of fight left in him to kick out. What a main event this has been. Well and truly living up to the billing. Well and truly living up to the hype. I said this couldn't possibly be a bad one, and it certainly hasn't been thus far. To be fair, this entire episode of Monday Night Raw has been absolutely stellar from top to bottom. Plenty to talk about and plenty to remember. But who will be the winner of this main event? We are still waiting to find out. Cross armbar here from AJ Styles. Will Pete Dunne have to tap out? Will he have to give in here? The longer it stays in, the more that may be the case. Dunne though. Oh, turns himself over the same as Cesaro did earlier this evening. Right hand. Breaks himself out of it there. Good work from the Bruiserweight. Forearms there under the face of Styles. Look out, sent over the top rope. Pete Dunne now in the precarious position. Right hand, counter by Dunne. Don't think he'll be thinking of phenomenal forearm, but he is going to go to the top rope. Crossbody, caught out of midair by AJ Styles. Plucked him and dumped him down on the top rope for good measure as well. What is Styles thinking of here? Has Dunne in control. Takes him to the ropes. On the shoulders, fireman's carry. Cutter uses the ropes. Has leverage there. Dunne to the outside. He went there from that one. AJ Styles with a great idea and a double axe handle follows suit. AJ Styles knows every move in the book, so much so they can just pluck a combination of them out of the air. And that's what he did there on Pete Dunne. And Dunne is in trouble as they go back into the ring. AJ Styles looking to finish him off here. Calf crusher is locked in. It is locked in tight on Pete Dunne in the middle of the ring with nowhere for Dunne to turn to. Could he have to tap out here? Is AJ Styles destined to go to King of the Ring? Is the Bruiserweight gonna have to submit here? Pete Dunne doesn't want to, and he won't either. Elbows his way out from that one. And Dunne still going. Forearm. Look out from behind. Dragon suplex. Cover is made. Is it all she wants? Wow. At this stage in the match, they're still kicking out of one. That's how you know these two men are on an upper echelon. That's how you know these two men are simply outstanding competitors. Look at them now. Still squaring off with one another. Still trading blows. One right after the other. Look out. Oh, cannon there though by AJ Styles. Greatly done indeed. Styles turns him round. Back suplex. Into a face buster. Hooks both legs. That could do it. There's two. And Dunne with a very, very powerful kick out. Next big move wins it. No doubt about it in my mind. These two guys are spent, but they still want to fight. You can see it, how hunched over they are. The sweat beating off from their bodies. They want to go to King of the Ring. They want to beat the other. But they know they just can't get that big move right now. They know it's going to get countered. And they basically have to incapacitate their opponent in order to be able to hit it. Right hand there from Styles. They are just throwing strikes at one another. Throwing everything. And hoping something sticks. Duck under. Beautiful moonsault drop kick there from AJ Styles. Slow back up to his feet, but it's not like there was much response in Pete Dunne anyway. Styles now sends Dunne up and over the top rope. Dunne on the apron once again. Dunne counters him once again as well. Dunne caught him with a forearm. Oh, no. Oh, no, not again. Not again. Not again. Oh! We had one from the apron back into the ring. Now we have one outside of the ring. Suplex to the floor. Dunne sees the end on its way. Incoming. No! Styles! A Styles clash on the outside. Dunne ran headfirst into it. And may have run headfirst into the dashing of any hopes of being in King of the Ring. He is bleeding, and Styles knows it's time to end it. Calling Dunne up for the phenomenal forearm. Here it comes. Styles in. Oh! Forearm down in the air. Dunne. What in the world? Oh my! A tombstone cold breaker. Pete Dunne lives on. Bitter end to Styles. 1, 2, Pete Dunne is going to King of the Ring. What a monumental ending! That looked like that was it. But no! What a forearm out of the air! The bitter end followed. And it was Dunne who claimed sweet victory. An outstanding main event from outstanding athletes. Pete Dunne is your winner. Good night, everybody.